Hi everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are finally closing the chapter, the saga on my VCA earring repair. If you've been watching my channel for a while and paying attention, you will know that back in March, I went to VCA to buy some new stud earrings. I bought the sweet carnelian stud earrings, carnelian and rose gold. And while I was there, they offered to clean my mini frivole earrings. I accepted. And in the cleaning process, one of the pave diamonds came out. So instead of leaving VCA with an extra pair of earrings, I left with the same number of earrings that I came in with because I had to leave my frivole with them for repair. In the ensuing weeks, we went back and forth a little bit. At first, they said, well, we can repair, we'll ship them to Paris, and we don't know if you will have to pay for the repair or not, which I thought was a little wild. It would be one thing if like the diamond had fallen out of the earring in basically any other circumstance. Like, I just feel like this is the one circumstance where I'm like, no, actually this one I feel is on you. But so they said, okay, well, we're gonna send it to Paris. It could take over 6 months, or we could send it somewhere locally, but you will have to pay $200 for the cost of the repair of the earrings, and it will only take 4 weeks. I did not want to do that, just kind of like on principle. I thought that like send it to Paris. I want to make sure that they get checked for like any other defectiveness. I don't know if another one could fall out. I don't know. So that was back March 11th was the day that the earrings broke and they accepted them. I think it was like 5 days later they were sent to Paris. It is now the end of June and I have them back finally from Paris. They were repaired, and drum roll please, I did not have to pay for the repair, which I am very glad for. So I had kind of, here's the earrings just so you can see. They're all perfect again. I'm gonna put them back in. I love these earrings. I think, you know, they are great. Like, they have just so much impact, I feel like, for the price. Like, they're just a really pretty everyday, but like nice and blingy sort of, I don't know, I just love them. I love the frivole line, and I think it looks really cute actually with the camellia, Chanel camellia too. Like, it's like a whole, I like flowers. I love the whole flower thing. So I'm gonna put these on. So while these earrings were in repair, you know, I mean, transparently, I was a little preoccupied with the Bulgari. Well, I was specifically exploring Bulgari because I was like, maybe this VCA thing is over. Because, I mean, honestly, it sounds so small, but to me, if I had to pay for the earring repair, I'd kind of be over the VCA of it all. I don't know. I just like, there's things like that just kind of can flip a switch in my head where I'm like, I can't do this anymore. So while they were in repair, it was kind of in my head. One, I was busy, but it was all kind of in my head like, okay, I don't want to buy anything there until I get them back, until I figure out this resolution and just see if it sits well with me or not. I don't know if anyone else is like that. I can be like a little finicky in some of these ways. Like, I also have this thing when I'm like, you know, traveling out shopping with my husband, like, and this is more particular to the US because I know like customs are different in different places, but like, let's say I'm like shopping in New York or even like London, let's say even, and I walk into a shop and I'm like looking around at things and nobody says anything to me in like the first 2 minutes, I will normally just walk out because I'm like, oh, like for whatever, you know, it's different if it's like super busy or, you know, like there's like a ton of people in there. This is more like you walk into a store, it's like dead silent. I always say hello to people. I always say like, hi, how are you? Like I'm like that. But if you walk in, I say, hi, how are you? And they're like, and then I'm like looking around at things, and like an example of this is like in a shoe department. If like I pick up a shoe and I'm standing there with the shoe in my hand and I'm like kind of looking around and like nobody makes eye contact with me, nobody looks at me, and it's not like busy, rammed, crazy, oh, we'll be with you in just a moment. It's like fully ignore. I'll just put the shoe down and walk out and like not think twice about it, because I mean, I have so many shoes. Like I don't need more shoes. So it's like, if you don't want to sell me anything, I'll just leave. Anyway, where am I going with that? Just that I could be a little finicky. So I wanted to resolve this earring issue. I don't know if this makes me sound entitled or spoiled, but I just have these like, I don't know, I just have like these mental blocks in my mind. So it's like the like not being served in like what seems like a reasonable amount of time to me based on how busy it is and the number of people there and stuff like that. It's just a mental block in my mind. This whole earring situation was just like a mental block in my mind. I was like, if I have to pay for the repair for them damaging my earring, I just don't know if I want to keep going back. Even though I like all the stuff, I'm just like, I just don't know if it would be for me at that point. Like it would just, I would have like a sour taste, a bad memory. I just like wouldn't be able to get over it. I don't know if this is like a negative side to my personality, but like a grudge almost. I don't know. I just believe in like good vibes, like bad juju. Like, I don't know. Like I'm a little superstitious like that. And so anyway, all that's to say, I'm really glad that it all got resolved. And that long story long, I ended up making a purchase when I went in. And I mean, transparently, my advisor at VCA she's the sweetest. She's so kind, very thoughtful. Like I just really like working with her in particular. So it wouldn't be specific to her. It would just be about like the overall company and policy, right? Like more than anything. But okay, all that to say, that was like long story long, but I did want to throw that out there. I do really like working with her. Okay, so let's get into it. First, breaking VCA news. They changed the chocolate. Chocolate's different. What? It's the same brand. It's the La Maison du Chocolat, but you'll notice this is square instead of a rectangle. I didn't even open these up, but I give them to my husband as like consolation prize. Okay. They created 2 refined and delicate confections for Van Cleef and Arpels: elderflower and elderberry ganache and dark chocolate and vanilla and orange blossom praline. Oh, and they have now reduced the number of chocolates you receive to 2 pieces. It used to be 4. You used to receive 4 pieces, and the flavors are different. I wonder if I have an old box of these chocolates somewhere where I can compare the flavors. Sometimes I keep tiny boxes like this, and so it might have the piece of paper in it still. I don't know. Cute. Okay, well, new chocolates. One for me, one for him, but it's actually less chocolate than you would have gotten. Recession indicator. Okay. So this item, I kind of went back and forth on, but let me just open it for you. You probably know what it is based on the shape of the box. It's a bracelet. I surprised myself with this. I think I was kind of avoiding this piece, but then I would be wanting this piece at the same time. So I'd be like not wanting to buy it, but then when I was getting dressed, I'm like, you know what I really need is just the basic mother of pearl 5 motif Alhambra bracelet. And so let me just explain my reasoning. So I already have the onyx, which was the first one that I got, which I really actually love the onyx. It's like, it looks really pretty because I'm like super pale. Like it's a really nice contrast sort of piece. And it almost looks, you know, it's like very mirror-like. It's very reflective, especially when you have it clean and not like covered in fingerprints. But I just think it looks very clean, professional. Like I like wearing, like it's a good work bracelet. But it is darker. It is like, while I like the contrast, it is kind of more of a severe contrast sort of thing. So if I'm wearing all light pink, well, pink's a bad example because I do like pink and black together. But if I'm wearing like all white, for example, or like blue, then sometimes I feel like the black, it's just like too harsh. And I also really like the carnelian because I have like a very rosy complexion, and the carnelian is sort of like jelly-like. And so I feel like I could wear it with a lot of things, but then there are times where the carnelian feels too boom bold in your face. And I have so many pearl earrings, and I wear a lot of soft colors, and I like to dress in a girly way, that there were times where I'm like, I wish I just had the plain mother of pearl bracelet. And so I decided to pick it up before the price goes up yet again. And so this came with 100 different things. The travel pouch, the receipt, the whatever this is, authenticity certificate. Yeah, authenticity certificate. And it will never cease to trouble me that these two things can't be the same size. Why? For what reason? Could you please just make it so that this has a place for the receipt in it with the authenticity card? No? Okay. And one more request. Could it not stack all nicely with the box? Like, why does it all have to be a million different sizes and be like difficult to store together? Why? Why would you do this to me? How could you do this to me? Question mark. Okay, let's put the bracelet on. That was like long story long for the bracelet that you've seen a million times, but it's just like, there's a reason why. Like sometimes it's like, I like to do my own thing. I like to be different, but sometimes certain things are popular for a reason. So I think that is what's going on here in this case. I did not get it adjusted. I like that they're a little bit long and move around on me. It also makes them easier to put on. And so this is the bracelet with my stack. I have my Chanel camellia flower. I have these permanent bracelets that are always in the way from Catbird. I have my mini small size love bangle, which is also a little big, so I like push it halfway up my forearm. And now the VCA. And it's just like a cute little messy stack. I know that the mother of pearl will dull over time, especially if you stack it like this, because it's very soft. It can get scratched very easily. It can get broken very easily. It's actually, mother of pearl is actually a cheaper material. I'm comfortable with it. I think I got a really good one with lots of pink flash in it. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. But sometimes, because it's a natural stone, it can be more blue, more green, or more pink. I think I got a good balance of green and like just a lot of flash in this. Sometimes I feel like they look a little flat, but this one I feel like is very rainbow. I don't know if the camera would pick it up. Oh gosh, not me. Focus on the bracelet. But yeah, that is what happened with my VCA repair. This is the thing that I picked up, and I'm happy that I can just kind of reset and go back to slowly building my VCA pieces. That said, I am still feeling the Chanel a lot, I would say, in a big way. I think Chanel fine jewelry is, one, I'm like such a Chanel girl, so I feel like it goes together really well. But then two, I just really feel like Chanel is very unique and special in the way that they're making things. I know that like VCA has much more special pieces than this, like the most basic item maybe that they produce. But I just feel like, I don't know, there's something that has just captured my imagination about the Chanel jewelry that I'm interested in exploring more. I have been eyeing some more Bulgari pieces, but transparently, nothing has struck me as much as this watch did. I would like to see some more pink jewelry. I would like to see more pink mother of pearl from Bulgari, and then I'm there. I'm there. Like you couldn't stop me. But anyway, that's the video. That's the little story time and unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have this mother of pearl bracelet, let me know what you think of it, how it's wearing, if you're still enjoying it. Some people online have kind of, you know, people always like to disparage popular things, especially if it's like popular things that women like in particular. People like to talk bad about it, but I don't think there's anything wrong with something that a lot of people like. So even though I was kind of avoiding this myself, I do think, I don't know. I think it will get a lot of use in my collection. So, and I think I have a good number of like other stacking pieces to kind of layer with this bracelet to make it more my own than just like, you know, being very formulaic with my style. I think I do have a strong sense of personal style already. So adding some classic basics, no harm in that. But yeah, those are some philosophical thoughts in addition to an unboxing and a repair story. Let me know how things are going for you down in the comments. How's life? Otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Okay, take care, guys. Bye.